How's it going, guys? Welcome to the TwoPennyGames Piggy Bank, your favorite casual gaming podcast with my casual gaming buds. My name is Phil. I'm your host for this show that we record live on twitch.tv/2pennygames every Monday afternoon Central Time. Of course, if you can't catch us live, you can catch us every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Central Time over on youtube.com/@2pennygames. Of course, this is the Piggy Bank. It's our casual gaming podcast, but I'm not here by myself. I'm here with, as I mentioned, my two favorite casual gaming buds. One of them being Mr. Connor Elliott.
I'm always the first to be introduced. That's how it goes on this show.
You're not always.
Yeah, always. In my mind, I'm always the first.
Then next to him, I believe to the right of him is Tavin Bothel.
What's poppin', players? The left, but yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't have the stream pulled up, so.
Well.
Damn, you don't have that pulled up?
I don't know the arrangement. I don't know how he sets it up. I just know I'm on the bottom for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
You said you wanted to be on the bottom when I first made the thing 3 years ago.
Oh, fair enough.
He's a man of the people.
Because that's what I was used to already. Because that's what I was before you like decided to change it.
Yeah.
Used to being at the bottom, huh?
What can I say? It's where I keep getting pushed. Keep getting pushed down by you clowns.
Mm-hmm. Or just Tavin. He's told me he always puts you down below, not because you asked, like he just said a second ago, but because he likes doing that.
Uh-huh. I would never say these feelings out loud.
I would accuse you of gaslighting. I would accuse you of gaslighting, but that's not a real thing. So
no, it's not.
Tough.
Something made up by the internet.
Boys, how are we doing today?
Doing all right. You know, had a good week.
Not feeling hungover at all. No.
Well, yeah, I'm a little hungover, but it is what it is. You just keep it pushing. Played a lot of Death Stranding 2 this week. Quite a bit of it on stream. We started streaming on TikTok. Not that that's a big deal. You don't need to run to the TikTok. But if you're scrolling and you find us, hey, we're on TikTok. We also stream on Twitch if you're on TikTok. So I've got two chats pulled up. I will pay about as much attention as I usually do to chat when podcasting because, it's podcasting. It's not as chat focused, but I'm here. But yeah, a lot of Death Stranding 2 on the beach this week, and just been having a great time with that.
Have you heard the Caroline Polachek song? Has that been a thing yet?
That happens in the first 2 hours.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I haven't played the second one. I have played the first one. I've put about 4 or 5 hours in it.
Oh, so still okay. I thought you had put in more, so still quite early.
No, I haven't had time to.
Okay.
The only other time I would have had time to was the day I edited that short, where it took me 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, I why did it take you so long after I signed off for the night? Because I didn't
because
see
the
any
subtitles
difference
the subtitles were dumb, and then I had to do all the colored subtitles, and then I had to do the additional graphics of when we talked about the games and everything.
Okay.
But there was just a lot of added stuff that I did.
Okay, fair enough. Keep working that muscle, Phil.
Well, I want to work my delivering packages muscle. That's what I want to work.
Well,
because Death Stranding is actually pretty fun. I'm enjoying.
If only someone had told you.
The time I put in. Well, shut up. No one ever did. So I'm kind of disappointed that nobody ever told me to play this game.
Who would have thought? That Death Stranding is a quality video game. Who would have thought? So
Connor, you been doing anything fun?
Well, no. Let's not move on. What do you think? What are your thoughts? What are you feeling? What are you doing?
Well, I'm still so early. I'm literally. The last thing that happened to me was I got a little upgrade to my legs.
How much?
Weird piping that goes around my legs that make me a little bit stronger.
Most of the game experience was probably just people talking, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So far,
people thanking me for delivering packages, and the president, is dead.
Spoilers.
It happens in the first hour and a half of the game.
And now the real spoiler is who is the president.
I've already forgotten her name.
Oh. Well.
Bridget Strand?
Bridget, that's it.
That's it. There it is. Yeah.
Get it?
So
Bridget.
Connor, there you go. Bridges, that's the thing. Yeah, the first honestly, like 2 hours of the first game are quite rough. Just because
Yeah.
they're so cutscene heavy, and Kojima is doing a lot of Kojima talking in that one. So
Mhm.
it's that. But yeah, so you're delivering packages. I assume you've made a few connections probably in that eastern map. You haven't left that eastern map yet.
Oh no.
No?
I've ventured into a couple of what do they call the like weird like people that want to take your packages? Mules. I've
Mule
ventured in a
camps?
couple of the mule camps. So I have this I think they call it mazer gun. Mazer gun, that's what it is. I almost called it a phaser gun, but that's from Star Trek.
Oh, is that? I didn't know that was in the first game. It's in the second one, and I was like, "The fuck is this?" And it's not my. I don't like it. I don't like it
I mean,
at
it's just
all.
a taser, yeah.
Yeah,
Like
I just don't like.
a
I mean, I get why.
projectile
I just don't like
electric
that you
taser.
have to charge it up. I'd rather like just punch dudes.
Mm.
So you
Yeah,
have
and then
not.
I did some rope work. That was pretty cool. I did some I tied people up.
Yep. Got to
Yep.
tie people up in that game. In the second one, they made it to where if you're sneaking up behind a guy, you don't have to equip the rope to like just tie him up real quick. Which is a great little addition. Thank you for doing that. So you haven't gotten the bowler gun yet.
No, I've not.
Okay. All right. That's going to be a game changer.
All right.
You know?
Exciting. I have yet to figure out. I mean, so like, I got really like fucked up by some BTs on my way back from when I was supposed to dispose of BB.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
so
like probably like right outside the incinerator.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's probably supposed to happen.
More or less, yeah. You can sneak past it without a problem, but you're supposed to it's supposed to be your first like experience with BTs, and you're supposed to fuck up and get caught and whatever.
Yeah, but like so like there's that weird inky whale that comes in and fucking smashes down and makes all like the weird inky ocean happen.
Oh
and
yeah, that happens a lot.
it's very strange.
That happens a lot in the game.
It's weird that it seems like it fucks up the terrain, but also doesn't, and it's weird, and because like it's only for the temporary like moment where you're actually being taken by the BT, and then it's all back to normal after. So it's very strange.
Well, it's all got to do with the tar and all, which is what the ink is called as tar, and so forth. It's weird, but it's good. It's like cool. There's a lot of really cool in the first game. There's a lot of really cool encounters where they take advantage of the terrain coming up and vehicles coming up and things you can climb on and so forth. They get pretty creative with it. In the second game, I just crossed 50 hours. That was the fastest 50 hours of my fucking life.
Jesus.
The second game's really easy. Which how many times have you fallen down, Phil?
Fallen down? Never.
Never. Good for you. Look at you being able to follow button prompts. Apparently, a percentage of the internet can't do that. So
really,
yeah, that's why like a lot of the people who are like,
if you're holding heavy packages, literally just keep the triggers.
Just hold
pressed.
both. Just hold both triggers. It's really not that big of a deal. But yeah, everyone when they were complaining, like all the detractors of the game were like, "Oh, you're just falling down all the time. It's hard to walk and move and stuff." I'm like, you just if you got a lot on your back, hold both triggers. If you don't, like, when the game tells you to lean left or right, you just lean left or right. It's not that
just do that.
It's not hard, but apparently people are fucking stupid. I don't know. That's the gameplay of the game. Is like I'm gonna navigate the terrain. I see rocks ahead of me. I'm gonna like avoid those rocks and so I don't trip and fall on my face. Like I guess people are just used to just sprinting around all the time.
I feel like that's just people refusing to like adapt to the language of the game and like literally what it's telling you to do.
Now it's an abrasive game, but it's like it's supposed to be. It's trying to be abrasive,
It's like it's obtuse, but like in a good way.
Yeah.
It's not like frustratingly obtuse. It's to like where it just doesn't make sense. It's like it's telling you why it's doing the things that it's doing, and it's making sense because it's like obviously if I'm getting all these fucking packages on me, it's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
I wish in real life I had a way to hold both triggers and be perfectly fine.
You gotta lean left or right, Phil. That's how you balance. Just do it in real life. No, I love delivering packages, man. It's calming and fun.
It scratches an itch.
It's a level of like it's a level of like interaction to where like yes, you still need to like pay attention, but you can zone out and just it becomes muscle memory, and you're just kind of like you just enter a zen state of just walking around this environment and doing a good time.
Yeah, it scratches a similar itch for me that Power Wash Simulator did.
100%.
Where it's just doing a menial task and doing it well. I had like at work yesterday, I had like on a very micro scale a like Death Stranding like delivering packages type thing where like I just had to move a bunch of boxes from one end of the building to the other end of the building.
Like,
and so like it was just a bunch of huge boxes.
Wish I had that backpack. It's a very handy backpack.
Yeah, right, dude. That backpack or those little things that attach to my shoulder.
Oh my god, those are great. Those are great. I'll tell you what. Yeah, Death Stranding 1, I really like the more I get away from that game, the like more fond of it I am. And the further I get into 2, like I kind of feel like they've made 2 too easy. Like it's quite easy. I'm not struggling with 2 like I struggled with 1. Now granted, I'm not done. I've only just gotten to the mountains and I do feel the difference, but like they give you vehicles way quicker in 2. And so much of the land is vehicle accessible. So I'm spending a lot of the game just in my big truck, just driving around Australia.
I felt so taunted because I think it's on the third like station you kind of connect or whatever. Right out, you know what I'm talking about? Like where you have the main one that you start at where like you have to go deliver BB. And then that's like the incinerator. Huh?
Is that Lake Knot City? The first one? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's something else.
It's like East or like East Knot or something like that.
It's probably East Knot or something like that, yeah.
And then you go to the guy who's like, "Oh, I'm so glad to finally be part of the chiral network," or whatever. And then he gives you a way to make the mailbox or whatever. Or the post box.
Okay. Yeah, that first it's not a distribution center. It's like something north of city or something.
Yeah, it's to the north. Jesus Christ, Olive. And then the one you connect right after that is where I kind of am off, and then I got the little leg upgrade from that guy. But right outside that building, there's just a dead a motorcycle with a dead battery, and it's like, why are you just taunting me? It's like, I can't even use this.
Here?
But yeah, I created a bridge. I created a bridge. I didn't like make it, but like it was me just adding materials to a bridge that was already made or whatever.
Nice classics.
I like the system of how fucking it's gonna sound like I'm fucking drinking the Kool-Aid, but how connected all the other player worlds are.
Yes. Welcome to the Strand type game.
You're getting like all the ladders and other people's bridges and ropes and shit.
Yeah.
And
you're
it's neat.
My stuff is probably still there, but you're not gonna see any of it because it's all zip lines now. So you're not gonna see probably any of my shit until you get the zip line, which is way later. And I don't know how that works. Like hours apart.
You know how the like function? It's tied to the touchpad.
Yes.
If you touch the touchpad without liking something, Sam just yells.
Yes.
And if you're close to something you can like, he'll shout something and then it'll echo with another Sam saying something else.
Yep. Yeah. It's the other player replying back.
It's very silly.
It's super silly.
Hello.
Hello.
Goes, hey.
Have you had to what is the word? Like comfort BB yet? Have you had to like rock BB? Yeah.
Yeah.
Good times. You look at the little
he
motherfucker and then he'll give you a like.
He had like this weird sickness that I had to go to this so something acidosis or something
that autotoxemia or something.
Autotoxemia.
Yeah. That happens all the time.
It was like a scripted thing. I felt like because like I don't think I did anything specific because like the little bar
you got caught
where
by
it's
that
like
BT.
Well, no. It was after that.
Oh, okay.
His little bar was like perfectly fine, and then all of a sudden it was like, hey, BB's not working anymore. You got to go take him to this thing.
Got you. Okay, then it was probably scripted. I just don't remember the early hours that well anymore. Yeah, that happens. That happens a lot. Where like if BB just gets stressed, he gets too stressed. If you're getting into fights too often, getting caught by BTs, hanging around BTs too much.
Tavin, I have a question for you, and without spoilers. In 2, BB, who is now called Lou, is like a toddler, right?
Yeah, like it's an infant. Yeah.
Yeah. So in the game, do you just have a different BB, or do you just not have a BB?
Well, when you start, you got Lou on your front, and then eventually they give you a pod again.
Oh, okay. So you just have him in like a little fucking the like
in the beginning, you've seen it in the trailer where like he's just hanging off the front. He's got like Sam has him in like a carrier.
Yeah.
And
I forget what they call those though. They're like there's a special name for it where it's literally just they just like a little cradle thing where like
it's a baby carrier thing that you just like real parents in real life have them where they just stick the baby on the front of them and so forth.
But then do you just get like a different BB, or is it just a pod?
They just cram him back in there?
It's like a technology thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
So
I was gonna say we're trying to replace my BB. What
never replace, especially when BB becomes Lou. And there's a weird thing. I don't know if like
That's the thing that happens in the second game, right? That he starts naming him, or is it at the end of the first?
It'll
game?
happen in the first one.
Okay.
It's light spoilers. Yeah, at some point Sam just starts calling BB Lou.
Oh, okay.
Just starts doing it. I think that I don't understand why they're doing this, but they are not pronouncing Lou. They're not because throughout all of the first game, I think it's assumed that Lou is a boy. And so they call it him, and then at the end of the game, that's
that was my
revealed
assumption
to
too.
not be the case. And then in 2, it's just Lou. They just keep saying Lou, and they're like they use their language to like dance around the gender of Lou, and I'm like, this is a weird choice that you're making.
Lou is Mads Mikkelsen's son, or kid.
It's his BB.
Yeah, but like, pretty sure he's his father.
That is, I don't know how many flashbacks you've gotten, but I'll go ahead and say it. Yeah. The flashbacks you're getting
like 3 or 4.
Yeah, BB is in. So God, here we go. So BBs are born from.
Also, sorry.
Still
I'm not
mothers.
trying to. No, yeah, exactly. Right. And so like Benicio del Toro, or not Benicio, Guillermo del Toro was telling me about that Dead Man.
Yes.
And I was like, man, that's really fucking weird. Okay, Kojima.
Yeah, it's.
But go ahead with what you were saying.
It makes sense with the world and how the beaches work and the connection to the land of the living and the land of the dead and all this stuff. Anyways, so yeah, the flashbacks are from BB's perspective, and that BB's hanging out next to his, for all intents and purposes, dead mom who's lying there, and then Mads Mikkelsen is coming and visiting his wife and his BB and so forth. So
yeah, so Mads Mikkelsen's. So BB's mom is Mads Mikkelsen's wife. I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah.
That's my assumption. Yeah. So that's his kid is BB.
He never said that.
Yes.
Oh, okay. He said that.
I can't wait.
Well,
I'm not trying to like hint at anything. It's just
right,
there's
if
more.
Anything, I feel like you're trying to pull the wool over my eyes, and you're just saying, sure, you can think that.
There's just more complications that happen throughout the game. You literally won't discover those until the final hour because Death Stranding, both games do this, shockingly. Death Stranding does, the second game's better at it though. Do the thing that like Kingdom Hearts kind of does, where it's like, here's a bunch of plot in the beginning, and then game, and then plot at the end. And I'm like, oh, okay. So, any questions you have that are like character or narrative focused probably won't be answered until the end of the game. Questions you have on like, how does the world work? What are beaches? What are BTs? They will talk your fucking ear off about that, and by the end of it, you're still going to be like, I don't know.
I found out I feel like at some point they mentioned like what BT stands for, but I didn't listen to it, but then I just googled it. It's beached things.
Yep.
Which, okay.
They can't cross over to the beach.
I definitely would shorten that to BTs because beached things sounds stupid as fuck.
Stupid as fuck. But I mean, it makes sense because like you cross.
Is that why they're whales? Like Kojima just wanted the visual of a whale crashing down on the land.
He loves whales, man. He loves whales. I don't know what it is because even in Phantom Pain, there's like a whale that's on fire that like leaps over you for no reason. It's just there. And so yeah, he just really likes whales, and so like that's a lot of the imagery is beached whales and whales, flopping around and doing stuff and so forth. So
It's also like it's so interesting to me, like the mind of Kojima and like when he makes something and just how into what he's making he gets, and then just how on board everybody else that's also making it with him gets also. Because if it was me, I feel like I would just have so many fucking questions and that I just wouldn't be able to like comprehend the answers to. Like if I was talking with Kojima, like when I was making like whatever art, because I feel like he's just so in his own bag, like, and just creating what he thinks is cool.
Yep.
And then inevitably like people just end up buying into it.
Yeah.
And also thinking that it's cool.
Well, I think it's because it's so like like undeniably he's like just really creative and artsy fartsy, especially in Death Stranding. And I think it's just like for Death Stranding specifically, there's a lot of buy-in from the legacy of what Metal Gear Solid did. But I think if there wasn't, I do think he's okay at making rules for his worlds. Like he'll create like a whole system of how things work and the logic behind it, and it all makes sense if you follow the path. And I feel like if that logic wasn't there, if that world building wasn't there, then people would not be into it. Like it's a lot like, well, I mean, I guess I shouldn't say that, but like I think of like when Nomura does shit, he can do a bunch of like bullshit to like get to the point that he's trying to get to, and he won't follow his own rules, and he'll retcon shit and like fuck shit up, and I think that makes a lesser quality thing. And I think a lot of people when they get into that, they go, it's fucking stupid, who cares?
Well, to me, I think that's where with Kojima he's more, a lot of his stuff it seems more fleshed out because he has a lot more thought behind it. I think that's kind of like what you were saying. And with Nomura, a lot of it, while still being fucking cool, it's like spectacle for the sake of spectacle.
Yeah. And I think Kojima's better at driving his narratives to the spectacle. It takes a long time, hence the cutscenes and the word count and so forth. But he's better at driving to the spectacle with purpose.
Right. Okay.
So,
Connor, sorry, we don't mean to keep you out of this conversation, but you're the only person that has not played Death Stranding now. So,
to that degree, indeed.
I guess you're still early on it too, right?
Yeah. I was like, oh.
Okay.
He got past because you incinerated the president, right?
Yeah.
Connor?
No, you asked me. No, I am on the mission.
Okay.
Well, my God.
You still have some cutscenes to watch.
Jesus Christ!
I thought you were done with the cutscenes. You're not done with the cutscenes.
I thought I was too. I thought
you're not.
I don't think I'm even done with the cutscenes.
Jeez.
You are and you aren't. When you get to the end of the map that you're currently on, there's gonna be some cutscenes, but it's gonna be cooler cutscenes. It's gonna be like more like action stuff happening. And then when you get to the next map, you'll be in gameplay land.
I'll say that first cutscene.
Thank you, Vinny Chase, for sharing the live.
That first cutscene where I was heading to like start hooking up more people to like the Chiral network, and I pass by just a mule in the distance, and he scans me.
Yeah.
That shit caught me off guard. I was like, "Oh shit,
you're in danger now."
Yeah. So at that point, I'm usually pretty good about like looking where I'm going.
Yeah.
And so from that point on, like I just had Sam going to the right, like in the direction right, and then I was just looking to my left because I could see them going towards where I was when they scanned me, and I could see them like across this river. but for whatever reason, game logic, they couldn't see me.
Vinny Chase in the TikTok chat was asking a couple of questions. One is any new games y'all excited to see release or games of the summer or anything like that. Right now I'm playing Death Stranding 2. That's my biggest thing right now. The next thing I have, well, obviously Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3+4 embargo dropped today. So I'm excited to see more reviews and what people are seeing of that. And I'm
Currently an
interested in that
85 on Open Critic, so
nice.
big win from me on Fantasy Critic on that.
Nice. And then the next big thing that's like on my radar is of course Metal Gear Solid Delta. So we'll see.
For me, it's Donkey Kong Bonanza dropping in 10 days.
Fuck yeah. That game looks great. Wish I had a Switch too.
Yep.
But
Well, I'll let you know. How it is.
Sure.
Yeah, that's really the only other thing I can think of to be excited for coming here in the summer months. I guess Metal Gear Solid does qualify too, but so I guess beyond those two ones, yeah, I guess not much else. I know there's some other games that come out. I know, but
yeah, look at the Game Informer calendar unless you're already doing it.
I spent a stream recently going over everything that's coming out this year that I was like, oh, I'm kind of interested in this. Things to be excited for: Borderlands 4, Silent Hill F, Ghost of Yotei.
Yeah, it's October. But...
Outer Worlds 2 is a big thing for me. Yeah, for summer, yeah, not a lot on the horizon. Yeah. Borderlands 4 and Silent Hill F are the ones that I'm like keeping an eye on, but we'll see.
When is Silent Hill F coming out? It's September 25th.
September.
I think it's September. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see about that one. I think that's going to be a sleeper hit, but
Donkey Kong, Wuchang Fallen Feathers. Excuse me. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is coming at the end of the month.
It is this summer. Yeah, Metal Gear comes out August 28th, if my memory serves me correctly.
28th. August 28th.
Nailed it. Quite excited for that. Who's jumping into the fucking whatever that multiplayer mode is with me?
I'll play it.
I mean, I'll more than likely be playing the game, but probably not like as. I mean, because you're literally taking time off of work to play it because you're a fucking nerd.
Yeah, I am. I'll fucking play it 3 times that weekend.
Yeah. You're going to finish the game 3 times that weekend?
I'm definitely going to finish it once, maybe twice.
Damn.
Well, the second time's going to be faster. I'll be skipping cutscenes.
I mean, I'll be playing, I think before that, I'll be playing Gears of War Reloaded on PS5.
Speaking of which, the Helldivers 2 coming to Xbox fucking finally.
Yes.
Thank God. So excited.
That same day, yeah.
Yeah,
same day as
Gears of War. So we're just kind of, we're 26th. Trading. I like that we're trading. Like, I want to see more of that, But
did you see that infographic where it was like, hey, what are they going to trade for Halo on PS5?
I did. I saw the joke. I didn't see an infographic of it, but I saw a joke, and well, I don't know what you could if we're trading. I don't know what you could trade for that. Like,
right?
The Uncharted collection. I don't know. So, anyways,
yeah.
That was kind of just our what we've been playing thing. Connor, you been playing anything cool?
Yeah, I played and finished Demon Souls, which is our game for the month of July.
Damn, already fucking done?
Yeah, I was, it's a Souls game, so I can get in that flow, and I was also kind of just wanted to get it done with.
Like I know we technically we started it a week ago, but like
yeah,
I've also started Demon Souls, and I've done the first boss. Still quite early in the game.
Not much to say about that. But yeah, it was nice going back to the old game, the original Dark Souls, so to speak.
I'll say so far, in my opinion, can change because I'm so fucking early. There's something about Demon Souls that's working for me.
Yeah, especially at the beginning.
Yeah. So I'm like excited to keep playing and continue that. I'm hoping I'm finishing Death Stranding 2 this week, so that I can possibly have a review next week, but we'll see. And then it's gonna be batten down the hatches, get through Demon Souls, for the review next month.
Not the longest Souls game, so you should be fine.
I'll probably have to inevitably put up like some kind of pause on Death Stranding because I need to start Demon Souls and I want to get through like a decent chunk of it before I start Donkey Kong.
For sure.
So there's that. Gentlemen, I'd say we just hop right into our first mini game.
Let's do it.
I think it's about that time. This week, for me, I've got an oldie that I don't think we've done in probably well over a year, where I bring together some badly explained video game plots.
I think you did the first one of these like 6 months ago.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think this is an oldie, unless I'm wrong.
Is it not? I thought it was an oldie.
I could be
We
wrong.
haven't done it in a while.
There might have
definitely...
been. Now that I think about it, you might have done it once when I was in Nacogdoches, but you've recently done it in like the last like 6 months.
I don't remember that.
Are you sure this wasn't the video game title that was mixed together?
No.
No.
I mean, there's that one where I just did like the mistranslation or whatever, where I ran it through Google Translate, and then there was like the one where like I mash up the titles and shit. There's that one.
Anyways,
but,
what are we doing?
Yeah, so this is where I've taken a plot of a video game and I've gone to, I think it's like a Reddit where it's like badly explained. It's usually movie plots, but people have done video games, and I've got 3 of them here that I will go ahead and read off to you guys, and you guys got to tell me what game you think it is.
Easy.
I think we should probably do a buzz in because it's like, hey, if you get it, you get it, you know.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. We'll start with this one, which is a soldier has an incoherent hallucination and must attempt to convince the government that the world is going to end.
Buzz.
Go ahead, Connor.
Mass Effect?
It is Mass Effect.
That's good.
Yes.
That's good.
Very good. Very good. I did not think y'all were going to get it that fast. I thought it was going to take a couple of guesses.
I was a little lost there. I was trying to think of like, I was like, Spec Ops: The Line or like fucking.
Which where I was going first.
Like Metal Gear. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
A soldier, Commander Shepard, has an incoherent hallucination, you know, where you touch the beacon and you see all the Reapers. And you have to convince the council that the Reapers are coming.
Good luck with that.
The Reapers are coming.
Right.
The Reapers are coming.
No, they're not.
Number 2 is 6 people sacrifice their lives to put a hologram on a spaceship.
6 people sacrifice their lives to put a hologram on a spaceship.
That is true. That is it. That
Buzz.
is 6. Go ahead, Connor.
Halo Reach.
It is Halo Reach.
There we go. Hey, Cortana. Well,
very
technically
good.
it was more about well, I guess it was Master Chief and Cortana.
Well, no, because Master Chief you weren't trying to get Master Chief on the ship.
Chief is not on. Or Chief is already on the pillar bottom.
Yeah, you can do the thing on the cutscene where you turn to the right and you can see him in his pod.
Yes.
There's actually, I mean, there's a book where it talks about everything he was doing during the invasion of Reach.
Jack All.
He's killing a lot of.
He was sleeping.
He's killing a lot of aliens.
I figured he was. Yeah. It's what he tends to do.
But yeah, also in reading that, I did not realize how much in common Halo Reach has with Rogue One. Like,
funny.
Yeah,
funny. Yeah. That's funny.
Which is wild. All right. And then the last one here. This one I feel like might be easier. Who knows? Maybe Tavin will get a point. Maybe he won't.
Let's find out.
Here we go. A coma patient wakes up in a weird bathtub and is told by a ghost that he needs to find his 4 friends and save his 100-year-old daughter.
Buzz.
Go ahead, Connor.
Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
It is Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
Okay, sure. Yeah. Listen, I've still got some brain fog. I'm still, hungover. So, I'll take my L with grace this week, and Connor was just, equipped and prepared.
Yeah. Well, it's what happens when you're well rested.
It is what it is.
I actually did wake up earlier than I should have in terms of getting a proper sleep. So technically, you could say my mind is cloudy as well.
Your mound?
My mound, yes. You heard that, I know. Just move on.
Well, congratulations, Connor. You've defeated Tavin handily, 3-0.
There we go.
With that being said, Tavin, let's move right along to your mini game this week.
Gentlemen, I'm doing a guessing scale. This is, of course, the game where it's sort of a hot and cold based game where I am giving you a video game related something. This could be the title of a video game. It could be the character. It could be a weapon. It could be a genre. Anything like that. Just something video game related. And y'all will take turns guessing what it could possibly be. And then on a scale of like 1 to 100, you'll determine how close you are. 1 being you're fucking not close at all. 100 being you nailed it. That's 100% what it is. So I've got 3 down. We usually only ever get through 2 of these.
Okay.
But we'll try. So I have my first one. So whoever wants to get it started, go ahead.
I'll kick it off. Let me go 343 Guilty Spark.
Interesting.
And that is not the level. I'm talking about the character.
The character, yeah. I'm gonna go 42. I'm gonna go 42 on that one, Phil.
Okay.
Microsoft.
Flat 40.
Flat 40,
Okay.
huh?
Let me go Edie from Mass Effect.
90.
Okay.
Big jump here.
I don't know if I should say Normandy.
That would have been my next guess.
I'm gonna give you another 90, Connor.
Okay.
All right. Give me Legion from Mass Effect.
Ooh, good one.
I'm gonna go just for the sense of I see Phil's theme. I'm gonna go like 88.
Okay.
Atlee Zora.
90.
Okay.
Damn.
It's in Mass Effect.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's got to be from Mass Effect. Is the thing. We're right on the edge. It's got to be Mass Effect. I'm gonna go Joker.
I don't know. 91.
Okay.
Reapers.
85. 80.
I was gonna say that's got to be lower than Legion. I'm thinking it's got to be. I'm just gonna shoot Commander Shepard.
I'm gonna go 97.
We're right fucking there.
You're right.
I know. Anderson.
Oh, like 79.
Liara Tassoni.
Okay. 89.
Jesus, I hate when you fake me out. It's rude.
Ashley.
That's my wife.
I didn't
85.
realize when I said it. Okay. I was trying to go with the human route. I was like, okay, maybe it's a human. That's not
Garrus.
so hard.
Garrus Vakarian.
90.
We're just running through the cast.
It might get there one day.
What'd you say?
Weapons.
Fucking 10.
Okay.
No.
No object. I don't think it's an object. It has to be a character.
Rex.
80.
Damn.
Morden Solus.
93. 90.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm like on the fly having to like create like
Yeah.
rules for my logic to these numbers.
Yeah. Thane Krios.
Damn, that was my next one.
90.
Okay. Let's say Grunt.
90.
Not Grunt.
Or not Grunt.
We're going full names here. And with that being said, Jack.
97.
All right, so it's got to be a female character.
But then Morden was 93 and Ashley was lower?
But that's what makes me think that it's got to be an alien female character.
Samara.
90.
Okay.
Fuck.
I can't believe we're just dancing around this person.
Dancing around it.
So
Like,
Edie was
it
the one
feels
that
like
I
a
jumped
really
to.
obvious one. You can do it. You can do it.
Kasumi Goto.
90.
I
This is crazy.
I have a feeling.
Why
one
are we
of your
scratching
earlier
the bottom
ones-
of the barrel?
Yours was a. I think you were. You was like a misleading moment here earlier, and so I'm going to say Fem Shep.
97.
No, because I said Commander Shepard.
You know
I
what?
didn't say
Yeah.
male or female.
But I
you
didn't know
what?
if he was going to be like he is specific.
If you want to be specific, more specific, instead of 97, I'm gonna say 95.
Oh shit, that makes me think that it's a male character.
When we double back and I have to explain my logic for these numbers, it's gonna be hilarious.
Shit. Because it's not. It's got to be someone on the Normandy because Anderson was lower than everybody. Ooh, Dr. Chakwas.
Oh, cool. That's a great pick. I like that. 90.
Did I say Caden?
You've not said Caden.
Cade.
30.
What's his last name, Connor?
Jesus. Caden.
You can
Jack
do
in the Box.
Jack in the
Alenko.
Box.
Alenko.
Caden Alenko.
That makes sense now.
Not 30.
30. How did I go
That's too far. That's too far. I'm just,
Yeah.
you know, when we figured out that it was like a character from Mass Effect, the scale changed. You know,
Yeah.
the scale changed. You know, put him in like 80 with Anderson or whatever.
Who am I missing?
Someone's so fucking obvious.
It's going to be my next one.
Fucking Jacob Taylor.
I'm gonna go 95.
Let's go Miranda.
There you go, 100,
There we go.
Connor.
Oh my
Miranda
God.
Lawson.
Miranda Lawson.
Yes.
Because she's a bioengineered human. Does that have something to do with it?
Yeah, 100%. The scale was just a like proximity to the character. So like if you said a Mass Effect 1 character, like Anderson or Ashley or Caden, it would be below 90. If you said someone from like Mass Effect 2 or was on the Normandy at the same time as Miranda, 90. And then proximity to that. So Jack, Shepard, Jacob were all like 95 plus. I put male Shepard above female Shepard because you bone.
Yeah, that's true. And then if you break it off and don't get back together with her, she fucking dies.
Yeah, she does. So that was round 1. There we go. Very nice.
That's so lame because like, so she starts off as like an ice cold bitch.
Yeah.
And then, you know, she kind of opens up and she becomes more of a character. And then she just essentially just fails the Bechdel test in the worst way possible. And that she gets spurned by a man and then killed and just dies.
Well, if you never fuck her, you know, you can still be great friends with her and then she's fine.
Okay. But that's the thing, right?
Shepard got dick
Liara,
dying over.
But Liara is no longer an option. Sans the Shadow Broker DLC.
Yeah. Okay.
So what's the next best option? You know,
I think this is a good thing to kill her off the way they do because it shows that what happens when you objectify women is you get punished for it.
See,
that's not us getting punished.
Jesus,
it is because she died. You liked her.
Jesus Christ, it's not like necessarily objectification. I mean, the game objectifies her, but like, you know, you could just like Miranda a lot. But this is why I continue my or I protest, I guess I would say, is that FemShep is the canon Shepard because you can still keep the Liara route because Liara is of course the best romance option, and then you romance Thane and then he fucking dies regardless. So then you get back with Liara and you're fine.
Yeah, but you're not going to pick Thane when Garrus is there. Come on.
I've done it many times. Thane is just as valid.
But which one did you do first?
Yeah, I don't
Maybe
remember.
Thane, I think.
I don't know. I've played that fucking trilogy like 30 times.
I refuse to believe with how much you talk about Garrus, and you have literally I don't see a Thane Creo statue on your shelf.
Well, it's because they don't make them as much.
Mm.
You know, they make Garrus. And
Shout
also,
out to,
Garrus is your
Mass
best
Effect
friend.
2.
You know,
Yeah, I
he's
guess.
your best friend.
Shout out to like one of the cool like setups you can do like early on in Mass Effect 2 with like the sniper squad, you, Garrus, and Thane, just like all rocking snipers and blowing shit up.
Why did I think Legion when you brought up Sniper Squad? I mean, I guess because he's introduced with a sniper, but he's so late in the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's very late in the game.
Disappointingly.
To the point where you can literally you get him, do his loyalty mission, and if you do anything else, you start losing people from the Normandy.
That does happen, doesn't it? Well, no,
Yep.
no, because you can. Is that how that works?
I thought so, yeah.
Essentially, yeah, because the FOF signal is coming from Legion.
Because I thought it took a mission just to turn Legion on. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I thought it took a mission just to turn Legion on.
It does.
I thought it was another story mission that starts the countdown. Yeah,
Well,
because it's a mission where, for some reason, Shepard and crew leave the Normandy for no reason.
But that's
Literally
after you. That's after you pick up Legion, though.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
but the countdown doesn't start until you do that part, though. So
For whatever reason, whenever we did our playthrough on Hype, I remember it being a thing where we pick up Legion, and then the only thing we had time to do was his loyalty mission, and then we had to go.
Realistically, you're doing every loyalty mission as they come up, so we probably just
Right.
didn't have anything else to do.
Mm.
And so we just did the mission and then started the thing, and then we just went straight.
Fair
to
enough.
go get
Okay,
them.
maybe that is.
I could be
what
wrong.
happened.
Maybe I'm wrong. Because I don't think you can. Because once they get kidnapped, I don't think you can do any mission without people dying.
I thought it was you. You had a buffer for like 1 or something like that.
It's been too long since I've like played in that detail, and let's be honest, for good reason. Because that Mass Effect 2, worst one.
I wish.
As you
I
said.
wish Connor had picked Mass Effect trilogy instead of fucking Dark Souls.
But that would be a Tavin thing to do.
No, it wouldn't. It'd be an all three of us thing to do because we all love Mass Effect.
Mass Effect's
Well,
great.
I'm a Dark Souls from soft shell. So
You are.
there's
you
that.
Are. You know?
That is what you are. And
It's okay
unfortunate.
because I admit it.
Do we want to do another round or?
Yeah, let's do another one.
Okay. All right. I got another one here. Connor, you start us off this time.
Nintendo.
$45.
Give me Xbox.
$30.
Sega.
$30.
So okay, so you said Sega, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you
Crazy
said
publisher.
Vega, like the character
Yeah.
from a Street Fighter.
Crazy
yes.
publisher to reach for next, but okay.
Well, I did it because my thought process was okay. He said 45% was Nintendo. They kind of had that rivalry back in the day, so maybe he's going off of that, and it's not exactly half, but clearly not.
Let me do. I don't know where he is. Oh, Sonic's back there. I was gonna point to Sonic. So yeah, I'll just say Sonic. Why not?
30.
Okay.
Let's say. Ooh, I could just say something. PlayStation.
You know what? I'm gonna give you a 70 there, Connor.
Okay. It's not because it's a PlayStation inherent game.
Give me PlayStation 2.
40.
Mm.
Yeah. Call of Duty.
10.
Give me PlayStation 3.
What did I get for 2? A 30?
Yeah.
25.
So it's got to be original PlayStation then.
FPS.
10.
Crash Bandicoot.
Oh shit, fucking Phil. 25.
You can't
You
do it like
you got me too.
that often. Otherwise, it's not as effective. Because I knew from the get go that I didn't get anything there.
It's kind of related. It's related to PlayStation. No. Spider-Man.
Connor, you've got an incredible ability to just throw away all the context clues you gained from the last like couple of guesses.
I don't think we've gotten enough.
20.
It's original PlayStation, Connor.
Which, granted, there are Spider-Man games on that system, but like, no.
No one thinks about those. Other than Venom being like, surf the web.
I mean, I'm not going to allow that much Neversoft Spider-Man slander to enter this chat. Like, people do think of those games, but, you know.
Like me, because I'm a Spider-Man man.
like me, because I'm never soft. Give me. I'm gonna say Insomniac.
I'm going to say 35.
I don't think Insomniac has had much going on PS1 except for Spyro.
Metal Gear Solid?
I'm gonna give you 53, Connor.
Hey. Oh yeah.
What's the not Metal Gear game series? Like the other stealth one.
SOCOM?
Yeah, that game.
20.
Okay.
Fighting game.
20.
You mean action game, Connor?
Technically the same thing.
No, it's not even close to the same thing.
No, it's not. 'Platformer.
20.
No, that wasn't on
the closest we
PlayStation.
was with PlayStation 1 and then Metal Gear Solid.
Mm-hmm.
Metal Gear Solid being lower, I think. I can't remember what he said for PlayStation in general. I think he said like 70 or 80.
It was on the lower
70.
scale. We'll go 70 for that.
Okay.
Splinter Cell? Was that on the original PlayStation?
No,
I doubt it.
Splinter Cell started on
Yeah.
Xbox.
Xbox.
So what do you give him for Splinter Cell?
20.
So it's like not Metal Gear Solid, but it is on the PlayStation 1, but it's stealth adjacent, I assume. It's not a platformer. Sly Cooper didn't get introduced till the 2. PlayStation 2. Stealth games on PS1, huh?
Think less genre and more like reputation.
I'm just gonna shoot Spyro the Dragon.
25.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
Again,
in my head.
this should be on the original PlayStation, but the first Sly Cooper?
It's
Nope.
not. That's a PS2 game.
I literally just said it didn't get
20.
introduced till PS2.
What? When did you say that?
Yeah, I was trying to remember.
I was saying stealth games. Sly Cooper didn't get introduced till 2.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
It's okay. I never get listened
Sly
to.
1 has PS1 energy though.
It does. No, for
It
sure.
looked like it.
I
That's what I was
completely
like.
agree. I felt like that was derogatory what you just said. Like you were trying to. Yeah, it looks like a PS1 game. But it doesn't even look that bad for a PS2 game. I think it actually looks charming.
I think other than like character animations and the lighting of that game, I think the game looks pretty good.
I also think it looks good.
Too much like nighttime, and it's not like a pretty nighttime.
I wish Sly Cooper would speak up a little bit in that game.
Yeah, the audio mix is not good.
No.
Because even
It's not as egregious as the Sonic Adventure 2 sound mixing, but
even like the other sound effects are like muted and distorted, and so I hope somebody's come up with something while we're filling in.
filibustering.
Yeah.
Well, it's up to me. I'm gonna say the hit game ATV Racers for PS1.
20. Just hanging around these 20s all day.
We got a good one. Gex.
20. What's crazy is
Fuck.
when we get to where we need to be, it's still gonna be like the guessing scale is gonna have to reset.
This is Gex calling, Dollface.
He's a lizard.
Tail time.
Looks like a knoll.
You said 25 for Crash Bandicoot.
I wouldn't try and do the math on that. I was just throwing numbers out for those. It's just definitely not those.
But PS1. A big game for PS1. I'll say GoldenEye.
That's an
But no, it's not
N64 game.
FPS. Not FPS.
That's also not a PS1 game.
Fair enough.
20, 10, 0. I don't know. You guys suck. The way y'all have just chosen to totally miss the most obvious answers today are crazy.
Obvious. This guy's not. He's not obvious about this.
This guy, he's already got the answer. No wonder you think it's obvious.
Capcom.
45.
45. Very close to Metal Gear Solid.
90s.
50.
50, huh?
Can we just think of top 3 PS1.
Final Fantasy 7?
There you go. 70.
Okay.
75.
Well, you know, my PS1 top 10 list would look different from y'all's. So,
I mean, I think like worldwide, like number 1 and number 2 are tied between Metal Gear Solid and Final Fantasy 7. So,
big dogs. I got my next guess locked and loaded.
Not Final Fantasy 7, not Metal Gear Solid, but it's the same type deal, huh?
oh, Phil's doing the Connor thing where he did not gain information from the last
Siphon filter.
fucking 20. Connor, please tell me you're on the right track here.
Dragon Quest.
Oh my god. 20.
Jesus.
God.
You literally said it was a good PlayStation 1 game.
Yeah, guys,
from one.
How are we here? How is this where we are?
Because you gave Final Fantasy 7 like 75.
Yeah, which is the highest score
70.
we've gotten yet.
Oh, 75.
So that should tell you.
But I'm trying to remember.
Cloud Strife.
Oh, fucking Christ. 80.
Oh, okay, we're back to the first episode.
Final Fantasy 8?
Fucking I don't know what to do with you fucking idiots. 50.
I'm not an idiot anymore. Shut up.
58.
I figured out that we're gone back to the first episode of this. I'm gonna say Masamune.
The sword?
Yeah.
Oh. I'll go 82.
Okay.
Tifa.
80.
Sephiroth.
80.
That would have been higher. Shinra.
Based off, I don't know if this is gonna help, but based off the rules in my head that I'm making up on the fly, I'm gonna go 84.
Or okay, good one.
Reeve.
Reeve, who is... Why can't I picture Reeve right now?
Controller of Kate Sith.
Correct.
Oh, gotcha. 80.
The weapons.
I'm gonna go 87 on that one, Connor.
Okay.
Bahamut.
I'm gonna go 90. I'm gonna go flat 90.
Okay.
That kind of leads to... I can't get it out of my head, so I'll say it. High Wind?
75.
Ultima Weapon.
What did I give the
Bahamut?
What did I give the weapons?
90.
89?
80.
87?
Oh, these
No,
are
it was
90.
87. 84.
Okay. Whatever I gave the weapons, his ultimate weapon is there too.
Wait, what? Oh, okay. Whatever that one. Okay. Let's go with Knights of the Round.
90. Flat 90.
Ifrit.
Flat 90.
Diva?
Flat 90.
Forgot the name of the lightning one.
So you're I understand the logic that y'all are in right now.
Materia.
There, 100, Phil. 100.
Materia.
Materia. I was like, oh shit, I know what loop we're in, but we got to get out of this loop. There you go. One for each of you. Good job, gentlemen.
The weapons are all like materia.
Well, I mean, we work together though. That's not really a
No,
competitive
yeah,
one.
no. It's not a competitive thing. But I,
Gotcha,
you know,
yeah.
Connor got one. Phil got one.
Fair enough. Connor, close us out with your minigame this week.
Yes. What's that song? The basis of this one is that I'm going to play a song, bit by bit, and these two.
I think we need to say like name that tune. Like, come on,
name that tune.
it's already there.
I don't know. I think we've always called it "What's That Song?" It doesn't matter.
But either way,
The thing with Connor is he'll say the name of what he says, and it's a terrible name, and so me or Tavin will say something that's like, yeah, that's a better name, and then the next week he just comes right back with what he originally said.
and you guys can't remember your own. So which is the really good one? Which, by the way, this one was your guys's. Because I remember
What's that song? No,
it is because that's what I remember when it happened. I wrote it down in the playlist that I add to where my songs are going to be chosen from. So, you know, it's all up here.
I would never come up with such
Bro's got a
shitty name.
playlist for this.
I do. It makes them all the more easy.
I would never come up with such a shitty name.
I want to put it out there. I had to shit when we started this podcast, and it's only gotten worse.
Dude,
Well-
I developed one probably around like the 30-minute mark. I felt the need.
It was a moment of like, do I delay recording again? Because Connor had already done it like 6 times. Do I delay recording again to go take this poop, or do I buckle down and go through it? And I chose to buckle down.
Well, I mean,
that was the wrong choice. I should not have done that.
I'll believe that yours is probably the worst because you have a hungover shit. So
Well, I thought I got past that already, but here it is.
You
again.
always think you do.
Here it is again.
no,
But-
for me it's the whole next day.
But you guys are tuned in, I'm presuming. So,
Yeah, I'm listening.
yep. Here's the first bit of the song. Oh,
Oh god, something in my fucking eye. I'm listening. That
thankfully
sounded
you don't need your
fucking yeah, right. I'm not even using my eyes.
first come, first serve. Yeah.
I mean, it sounded
I'll give-
soulsy, so I'll just say Dark Souls.
I'll serve you some cum.
I guess it's not
Um,
first come, first serve. It's everyone says their point.
Hi, baby. Hey, little girl.
So we got Dark
I'm gonna
Souls.
say Demon Souls. I don't know.
Neither. Here we go again. If we ever become stumped, I will give out a hint. It's building. It's crescendoing.
I have a good idea. This is like the quintessential like building blocks for like a Connor type games like soundtrack, where it's like low, like
Yeah.
with
So
like
much
you know
chanting.
some brass in there.
I love brass.
Like the hint of strings where like the like real quick like the quick ones, and then it's like drums.
I do like all those things. I like all of them.
It's very Connor. It's the building blocks of a Connor type games soundtrack.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say
Get down, dog.
I think she
I don't
has
know.
to.
I don't know all of the games.
Connor, did she poop last night when you took her out?
Yeah.
Okay, good. She didn't poop this
I'm
morning.
just gonna
I'm
say
scared.
I loaded up a like Warhammer Tactics game, so I'm gonna say I think it's like Space Hulk. That's what it's called.
Ooh.
What's your,
Warhammer's interesting. What
I was
Warhammer-
looking for tactics games.
Mechanicus. That's the big one. That or Rogue Trader.
No, the one that I'm playing was Space Hulk.
Never heard
Yeah,
of that.
I was thinking. I actually don't remember hearing much about it.
So was I? I'm assuming I wasn't
Clearly
correct.
not. Clearly you're wrong.
I'm waiting for Tavin.
Dragon Age Origins.
Yeah, both wrong.
Okay.
I might skip ahead.
Oh, that's a left. Oh, those drums.
I'm gonna say Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2.
I'm gonna go Dark Souls 3.
And with that, Phil gets the point.
Oh, look
For
at that.
Space Marine 2. I didn't even need a guess.
Connor, we need to finish our co-op playthrough of that.
We do. Still there. Or at least mine's done, so it's just a matter of
Yeah, you finished.
where
it.
you left off.
Fucking nerds.
I think the last thing
shut
we
up.
did together was running away from all like the tiny things on the floor.
Oh, is
And
that the
we
last
had
one
the,
we
we
did?
had the flashlights on the floor because like there was some wizard or like warlock lady or warlock dude. We got their staff or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's where I thought we left off. Yeah, I think that was the level beforehand. It could have been at the beginning of that level, but yeah, we beat that level, whatever that was.
That's where we cut off.
Yeah. Well, next one.
Oh, that's real quiet.
Oh man, I have an immediate guess, but there's no way Connor would pick it. Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies.
Silent Hill 2?
For the record, Phil, I definitely would choose that, but it is
Oh.
not that, and it is not Silent Hill 2. Intrigue, mystery.
Oh no,
It's-
because
it's-
Zombies is more like dun, dun, dun,
It's
dun,
giving
dun, dun.
it's giving like emotional reveal. Is what it's giving.
Emotional reveal, huh? As you say. But so you say.
I've got
And as you say.
nothing. You can skip me on this one.
Resident Evil 2.
No. I will give a guess for this one. This is a game that we played on the Game Club.
I love that Connor, instead of saying hint, he says guess.
I was gonna say somewhere his wires got crossed and he thinks that
And
word
it's
is that.
every week he says that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every week.
It's only been like a recent thing though. Something we played on Game Club.
Yes, indeed.
Game Club. Can you roll back those 5 seconds a little bit? Sorry.
Yeah.
Big crescendo.
I'm trying to get there, but it's hard.
What
I'm
did
trying
we
to think
play
of
on the
like,
Game Club that was like
is this,
that would
is
have had
this-
something like this?
Hasblood.
I've got one to lock in.
Hasblood.
I'm between two.
That has
and
nothing to do with
I'm
it.
picking one that I think is genre
No,
closer.
Mm-hmm.
because it doesn't sound like God of War 2. It's
Oh,
got
for a
like
second I thought you meant the-
nothing of the same thing. No, sorry, I'm just thinking. I'm thinking of stuff we played on the Game Club, and I'm trying to run through the list in my head.
Yeah, when you said that, I thought the original God of War 2.
Oh, sorry, Ragnarok is what I meant. I don't know why I said 2.
Number conventions. Naming conventions.
Um,
A lot of the Game Club's kind of old, so like it like clearly this is
It could
not
be.
so old.
Yeah. I'll shoot. Okay, I'll say I'm locked in. I don't know if you want who you want to go to first.
Yeah, I mean either one. Now that you both have yours locked,
I'll go Alan Wake.
I was gonna say RE4.
Evan gets the next point
Alan
with
Wake.
Alan Wake. Yes. Usually I did the song names, but I'm not doing that anymore. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's when you first.
Okay.
Yes. Now, Twin Peaks. Yes.
I think that's also they play it at the end of the game too. If I'm
They
not
probably do,
mistaken,
yeah.
You know, when everything's all white and saturated.
Mm-hmm. Next one.
Buzz. You can't fuck with me like that.
It's not technically Buzz, but I'll play it more.
You can't fuck with, I immediately know it. You can't fuck with me like that.
Okay.
Don't fuck with
Fair.
me.
I didn't know. It
Don't
was gonna be
fuck
like
with me.
it had the potential of both you guys being like that one.
Tavin, give an answer.
Fucking, I don't know.
It's a pretty popular song, so I thought like maybe
Kingdom Hearts.
No. You goofball. It's Sticker Brush Symphony from Donkey Kong Country 2.
exactly. You're happy I'm not doing the names anymore, especially for this one.
How the
That is
fuck do you
exactly
just
what it
know
is.
that.
Because it's a very popular song.
That's like the Donkey Kong Country song, other than like the.
It is. And this was the peaceful one where you can just. This is what I was listening to when I write stuff. One of the things.
I like that
It's
Connor
also known-
mocks us for like listening to music and podcasts when playing a video game, but like, and he mentioned this like recently too, like, or not recently. He mentioned it on one of the older game clubs. I think Chrono Trigger, because I re-listen to the game club all the time. And he was like, "Oh yeah, I love listening to music when I'm writing or reading or anything like that." It's the same shit. It's the same idea, you know, just getting ocular stimulate or not ocular,
Auditory.
auditory
difference.
stimulation while you're doing it.
Key difference is when you're writing, what's the auditory stimuli there? The clacking of the keyboard? That does nothing for me. With a video game, you have tons of other things to soak in and hear other than what you play through your headphones in your spare time. Not even the same.
How often do I need to hear the whine of the Death Stranding truck before I'm like, yeah, it's the Death Stranding truck. I need something.
If you're
else.
playing a video game all the time.
God, I love Phil. How great is it when the music starts in Death Stranding when you walk in and the
It's pretty
camera zooms
great.
out? It's fucking awesome, man. It only
No,
gets
it's pretty
better.
great.
It only gets better.
Does it really though?
I think the songs in the first game were better songs, but the tricks in 2 that they're able to do with the camera and also just having the music player in 2 is so great.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
I'm getting
You're gonna hear
exposed to
noise,
a
don't worry.
bunch of new artists. It's great. It's good stuff.
That's the old one. I'm just okay. There.
I was gonna say
I found
again.
I found some like K-pop songs that I like, or you know, and I was
Oh,
like,
okay.
oh shit, this is cool.
Mhm.
Sick.
Well, next one. Oh, listen to that. Listen to that mystery.
I have a guess. I don't think I'm right though.
It's giving cave. It's giving cave.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was gonna say.
you know?
I was gonna say. Fuck. Like a Rayman game.
Oh, that's an interesting way to go.
Like Rayman Origins, maybe. I don't know.
I'm gonna go Morrowind.
Sorry, did you say something, Phil? Before,
Yeah,
or
he
you still
said
there?
I said
Rayman
Rayman Origins.
Oh, Rayman Orange. I'm sorry. Neither to those.
You watch it just be Rayman Legends, but there's no way. Connor would never pick a Rayman game.
Never.
Never say never.
I'm locked. I'm locked.
Okay.
I have no idea. I've got absolutely nothing.
I'm going Prey.
That's a good. You know, I can hear it.
You know,
I hear what you're hearing.
you're some space station. Maybe you're floating in space.
Yeah. Similar cave vibes. I said to skip me, so if that's not right, then
You
it's
did?
not right.
Oh yeah, it is not.
Connor, turn your fucking ears on.
What?
He said he had nothing, and you're sitting here waiting. It's like the 5th time. All right.
Because I'm
Turn-
thinking about stuff. I'm
pay
thinking about
attention.
hints.
You need
Hints.
to be
I call them
you need
now.
to be thinking
Hints.
about us. You need to be thinking about us.
Why you never think about us?
I just you guys need to ask you again, and then okay. You know what? I was gonna give you a hint. Fuck that. There you go.
Oh man.
Just this.
We do need like a hot or
Ooh.
cold, like.
Oh.
You know what I think?
Wait a minute.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Something was noticed. It seemed.
I'm locked. Tavin, you go.
I almost don't even want to go this route, but I think at the end of that clip we were hinting towards something that would have given it away. So Spider-Man?
Oh no, I was gonna say like Mass Effect.
No, it's not a Mass Effect. I don't think so.
It is neither. I will move on with the hint. This game has a good parallel. It serves as one of the multiple parallels you could make of the story of Icarus falling from the sky.
I was gonna say either Mass Effect or like a Halo or something.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Well,
I kind of had some like.
Can I get the next audio?
Yeah.
Icarus.
Kid Icarus? Just kidding. There's no way it's that. That's more upbeat.
See, if you say story of Icarus and parallels, I think Last of Us Part 2, but that does not sound like Last of Us at all.
Your Honor, give me Days Gone. I don't know fucking know. I've never heard any Days Gone music, so.
Story has somebody with ambition, maybe some ego.
Oh my god, Coconut,
Maybe
you
some
look so
obsession.
cute.
Shadow of the Colossus?
No.
Ooh.
None of your either, Phil. I will expound upon it a little bit as far as the story of Icarus goes, plus another hint. Specifically, think of the fall from grace aspect, as this is a game that was not successful. Not successful. By what metric? Well,
Wait, so
multiple.
like when you say Icarus, you don't mean like narrative of the game. You mean like
The game itself,
The-
like the
the
journey of the game.
developer?
the story of the game, not the
Yes.
not the like characters and what they go on, but like what happened in like the narrative of the game that we talk about in real life.
Yes, exactly.
It's like, hey, this is what happened with that game. Like, hey,
Mhm.
this was not successful. It kind of sucked.
And the part where you were saying earlier, Tavin, ambition is an aspect of this, I would say.
Did you pick fucking? Wait a minute. I don't remember any of the music of that game. I don't think this was in there though. Is it?
Mass Effect Andromeda.
Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown.
Neither. Another hint. The person who's been closest to this has been Phil.
Phil, what the fuck
I've
did
been
you
the
guess?
closest?
What the fuck did you guess?
Closest, yeah.
Fucking, he guessed Rayman and Days Gone. What the fuck?
Oh, is it? I haven't heard any music from that game.
Well, seems like you have a guess.
I
Actually,
do.
no.
Did that fail? Was that a failure? I guess it was. All right, I'm gonna lock in one.
I mean,
Both
I
of
guess it kind of fits the vibes. I mean, maybe.
Tavin, go first.
Halo 5 Guardians.
Phil.
Anthem?
And
that's
Phil
a-
gets the point.
That's a good.
with
That's a
Anthem.
good one, Phil. That's good. That was good.
Because I guessed two BioWare. Like,
Yep.
I was like some
Mass
kind of
Effect.
Mass Effect, and then I said Mass Effect Andromeda.
See, yeah, I totally forgot about Anthem. Otherwise, I probably would have gone that route. But
Yeah.
I was just thinking sci-fi, and Phil kept throwing out Halos.
Close. Hey,
yeah.
close.
Wow.
Sci-fi,
I've never
BioWare.
heard
Shout out Anthem,
anything
man.
from Anthem.
Rest in peace.
Neither-
They just killed that,
Yes, that's why I chose it.
or
And I
announced that they're going to kill it.
I went to
Yeah,
the
right.
because usually there's always like one soundtrack from a game that has a lot of views to it. This was the most at 27,000 views.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Anthem, not like
For-
a terrible video game.
For a
No.
soundtrack, that's incredibly low.
Yes, very very low, and that cements your win. But points are points.
Is this
Oh,
Prince of
this is
Persia: The Lost
giving-
Crown?
Well, he said his guess already.
Oh,
This
I
is
didn't know
giving,
we were
like,
still going. I
Hades
thought we were
kinda.
done.
Oh no! Oh yeah, this is the last one.
This is giving like Hades kind of.
Oh, it is kind of giving Hades. I'm gonna lock in, and I'm gonna say it's Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown.
Double down.
I said Hades. Is it not?
Oh, you saying you said it was like Hades? I didn't know you.
Oh, sorry. I was saying it was giving Hades, but that was going to be my guess.
That time I am on the side
neither.
with Connor. I think that time Connor did.
That's fair. No, that's fair.
Clear. Yeah.
Completely fair.
Neither though. Neither indeed.
Can I please just have a little bit more?
Like an acoustic
Yeah, I can
guitar
give you
might
more.
be like the most used instrument in games.
Yep.
Next to like a synth.
I think I've got it.
Think
I've got it. And let me tell you, Tavin, I'm right. I'm knocking on the door. I'm knocking on the door with it.
I'm gonna say The Witcher 3.
It's Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
It is Assassin's Creed
Ooh,
Odyssey.
Good one, Phil. Good one.
Yeah,
Good guess
I was
as well,
right with
though,
the Greek
Tavin.
mythology.
Yeah, it's definitely those Greek instruments.
It
Witcher 3 also involved those.
sounded like some Western open world like action RPG type thing. So
It's got to be like the when you're like being chased or like you're in some kind of like fight.
Yeah,
That's got to be it.
The song is called "A Spartan Fight," so I think it's when you fight your dad. I think.
Oh.
do you fight your dad in that game?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when you first go to that, basically the first place you go to.
Yeah,
where
you have the
Spartans
choice to
are-
either kill him or spare him.
Oh, that's a good game.
Yeah, I know.
I spared him because in my mind, Cassandra, like in her anger, she did want to kill him, but then she was like, "No, I can't bring myself to kill my own father."
He does have like a redemption moment too later.
Now that you bring it up,
Yeah.
I think I killed that boy.
I think you did too, Tavin.
I think I did.
An easy kick right there on the cliff.
I think he did something that made me go, "Nah, you gotta go."
That's funny. But there you go,
That's fun.
Fig. Oh,
Dude, music is so good. And if
I
you
do
like
enjoy it.
music, drop a comment.
Is it
Drop
weird
it,
that
please.
I don't see Assassin's Creed Odyssey as having one singular narrative? This is why like the it being bloated critique never really made sense to me.
It's a bunch of different stories.
It's
yeah.
a bunch of different stories. Like, and yeah, sure, there is an overarching thing that is happening, but like, much like the Odyssey, it's this hero on a journey, and then here's the thing that they're going to, and the thing that they're going to. The story I always think of is there's like an island, and you're like dealing with the island's problems or whatever, but there's like some girl that you like fall in love with on that island, and that's what I always think of. I think of that girl that I had that that beach fling with.
You get her on your crew.
It was beautiful. You do? Oh, you can get her on your crew. Yeah, that's really weird. You can just collect lovers.
That's great. Here's my crew full of women.
I forgot about that. I forgot
something really fun about the Odyssey. This weekend, with the drop of Jurassic World Rebirth, there is a hidden teaser for Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey at the front of it.
I did hear about this. Yeah.
All
Are they
you
not
have to
putting
do
the
is
trailer
watch a
online
dog shit
like
movie.
on purpose?
No, it's a purposeful thing. It's been like
Nolan.
leaked a couple times, but yeah.
I love Nolan. Thank you.
Yeah.
But let's bring it back to the theaters. Like, yes, this is where
Yep.
you see my trailer.
No.
I love that.
Yeah, it's like a minute long teaser, and it's pretty fucking quality.
Now it's pretty
Guys-
bad for marketing. That's a bad marketing choice in the day and age of today. But fuck yeah, dude.
But Christopher Nolan's name gets asked in.
Oh, we're all gonna go watch that movie. It doesn't matter.
The problem with that is that you have to watch Jurassic Park to get that.
It's not. It's been in other movies.
Oh, it has been. It just started with Jurassic Park.
for our theater. It was only on Jurassic World, but at least this
I guess-
weekend.
It would make sense because it's like we're just gonna make a ton of money.
I've heard conflicting things about this new Jurassic World.
I've heard it sucks ass.
I've heard it's
heard-
terrible. I've heard nothing.
I've
good.
heard it's. I haven't heard terrible, but I have heard bad. But I've also heard like, oh, it's fun. But like that might be from that faction of people who are like,
They're-
I
the
had a good
Woolies.
time.
I've heard a
Um,
T-Rex does not eat a single person in that movie.
There was a moment that I peeked my head in, and these characters are like sliding down like a slanted like thing in kind of like the sewer area, and it had the same like quality of effects as in A New Hope when they're running down the Millennium Falcon ramp.
Mm.
And it was like these movies are 50 years apart and the effects look the same. Like it just looked shitty green screen is what it looked like.
I've heard the visuals are not good.
To end off today, I'm bringing a new segment real quick segment. You know,
It always forces shit down.
And that is what games has Tavin installed this week that he has aspirations to play, but knows he never will. All right, and this week it's a three-peat. You know, one that I'm doing right now is Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Right. Yeah. Another one, Apex Legends. You know, had the itch to play a shooter, and Apex could kind of fit the bill. Never gonna touch it though. Never gonna touch it. And finally, Phil. That's right. The 2016 Ratchet and Clank remake. Yeah, you know
why?
Because I mean, it's a good game.
But why?
I don't know. I had the itch. Wanted to play a Ratchet game.
Why would you not just load up Rift Apart?
Because I wanted a more traditional Ratchet game of like go to a planet, explore it, like go down these like different avenues and so forth. But I wanted a game that didn't like. I wanted a game that felt good to play, and that I could play on my PS5. So.
Okay.
Ratchet Clank 2016. You know?
Focus on Assassin's Creed there.
Rift Apart is a much more like linear game.
Yeah, but
like,
it's better.
There's open world segments, but like it's much more linear. I mean, yeah, it's better, you know. But, you know.
It's also fucking gorgeous.
2016 is gorgeous.
It's not. It doesn't look nearly as good as Rift Apart.
No, I think what they do with lighting and effects like in the world, like the animations aren't as good because it was a budget game, but like the world view 2016 is gorgeous.
Like that first city segment in Rift Apart, fucking amazing. The night city segment with Rivet, amazing.
I always think the level where you're first like jumping dimensions in the space, like the nebulous space station or whatever the fuck, it's like level 2 or 3. You know what I mean? You know which one I'm talking about? I can't download Assassin's Creed. I don't have enough space.
Uh-oh. Time to get another solid state drive.
It's a big ass fucking game. As many are today.
I mean, it just means I gotta dig in and go get rid of something.
I've had Assassin's Creed 3 downloaded on my PS5 for well over a year.
Fucking that's one where I go, why?
Well, because you know, a couple years ago, I was venturing through all the Assassin's Creed games, trying to platinum them all.
Right.
And that's the one where I left off because I've already done 2 Brotherhood and Revelations. So,
when I played Assassin's Creed 3, I was like, oh, this one's not as good.
I remember being super into it, and then, you know, 4 came out, and I was like, dude, this is so much better.
Whispers of a remake. Whispers of a remake.
Whispers of a remake
I can believe that.
from the voice actor, but who knows? Because, you know, it's just from the voice actor.
Right.
Boys, this, of course, has been another episode of the TwoPennyGames Piggy Bank. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this lovely episode. Let us know in the comments what your favorite video game soundtrack is. Let us know if you got the badly explained plots correct, and let us know if you were quicker on the draw on getting the guessing scale than us. Let us know what your favorite Ratchet and Clank game is. Let us know what your favorite Assassin's Creed game is. Let us know what your favorite PS1 game is, because that's kind of one of the things we touched on in the guessing scale. You know, I think if I had to pick my favorite PS1 game, it would be Spyro 3: Year of the Dragon, because that's a very special game to me. That's a game that I rented for several times, and then I think it was my 6th or 7th birthday, my mom finally got it for me. She just was like, "Hey, I'm tired of you renting this. I want you to just have it."
We could have bought the game already.
Game.
Yeah.
Mine's not interesting. It's Final Fantasy VII.
That's probably also Connor's.
Yeah.
Boys, once again, thank you. Let's say goodbye to the people.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.